You've always pictured titanium bones as the ultimate upgrade, a skeleton that never breaks, never bends, never lets you down. It sounds like the beginning of a superhero, but it might be the beginning of the worst mistake your body could ever make. Here's the strange part. Titanium bones aren't science fiction at all. Surgeons place titanium inside human bodies every single day. Hip replacements, spinal rods, dental implants, the plates and screws that hold a shattered arm back together. Titanium became the metal of choice for one remarkable reason. In the middle of the 20th century, a Swedish researcher named Per-Ingvar Brainmark, working at the University of Gothenburg, discovered something almost unbelievable. When titanium is placed against living bone, the bone doesn't reject it. It grows onto it, fusing metal and body into one. He called it osseointegration, and it quietly changed medicine forever. So, the dream of a titanium skeleton isn't pure fantasy. Pieces of it are already walking around inside millions of people right now. Now picture waking up tomorrow with the full version. Every bone in your body, replaced with gleaming titanium overnight. You knock on your forearm and hear a faint metallic ring. You feel unstoppable. You imagine falling down a flight of stairs and simply standing back up, unbothered, indestructible. In your mind, you have finally been upgraded. But before you celebrate, stay with me. Because the real twist isn't how strong titanium is. It's what a metal skeleton quietly does to the living body wrapped around it, and that part almost nobody sees coming. Here's what the fantasy gets wrong. Real bone was never a weaker version of metal. It's a smarter material. In the 1800s, a German surgeon named Julius Wolff described a principle we still teach today, now called Wolff's Law. Bone remodels itself in response to the forces placed on it. Push it, load it, stress it, and it rebuilds itself stronger exactly where it needs to be. Your skeleton is not a static frame. It is a living structure being torn down and rebuilt around the clock, adjusting to your life without you ever noticing. Titanium can do none of that. A crack in titanium stays a crack. It cannot sense strain. It cannot rebuild. But a cracked bone launches a repair crew within minutes, laying down fresh tissue and often healing back tougher than before. Your bones are the only part of this whole fantasy that can fix themselves for free. And it gets worse for the metal. Because titanium is stiffer than bone, it actually absorbs the loads your bones were meant to carry. Surgeons see this constantly, and they have a name for it. Stress shielding. The living bone around a metal implant, no longer feeling the forces it depends on, slowly weakens and thins. Follow Wolff's Law to its conclusion, and a full titanium skeleton wouldn't just fail to help your bones. It would starve them of the very stress that keeps them alive. Then there's the part that would kill you outright. Your bones are not solid. Deep inside them sits marrow, the factory that produces your red and white blood cells every second of your life. Replace your bones with solid titanium, and that factory is gone. No new blood cells, no oxygen delivery, no immune defense. The unbreakable skeleton would leave you unable to survive a single week, and you would feel the weight of your upgrade instantly. A titanium skeleton would be far heavier than the bone you carry now, turning every step into a slow, exhausting drag, as if you were wading through deep water for the rest of your life. So, look down at the skeleton you actually have. Right now, without a single conscious thought, it is sensing every step you take and rebuilding itself to match. We know this because of what happens when the loading stops. NASA has studied astronauts for decades, and in the weightlessness of orbit, with no gravity to push against, their bones begin to lose density and quietly waste away. It is living proof that your skeleton is not just holding you up. It is constantly reading your life and responding to it, a machine no block of metal could ever imitate. So the titanium dream collapses under its own weight. It cannot heal, it cannot adapt, it cannot make your blood, and it slowly weakens the very body it was meant to protect. What you imagined as the ultimate upgrade turns out to be a lifeless downgrade in disguise. So the next time you picture titanium bones as the ultimate upgrade, remember what you are already carrying. A skeleton that heals itself, rebuilds itself, remembers every load you place on it, and keeps you alive from the inside out. The unbreakable body you dreamed of was never the improvement. You were born with something far stronger, and it has been quietly outperforming metal your entire life.